Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but I'm so excited to be back and talking about my March favorites, the things that I loved and used the most in March. Let's dive right into the video. I'm going to kick things off with skincare and going to kind of like breeze through some of these things that I've talked about a lot. The Make emulsion, I can't stop reaching for it. It's seriously my all-time favorite moisturizer. Can't live without it, and I will 100% be buying a backup as soon as possible because I am blowing through it. It just makes my makeup look incredible. It feels like a paste, so it's kind of a unique texture that's kind of hard to get used to. It's not like a traditional gel cream or like a heavy thick moisturizer, but I like to warm it up and just press it into the skin, and makeup looks incredible over it. It's truly the answer to anyone who has like dry spots or like any crustiness if you want your makeup to look really hydrated and beautiful. It's so good. And I've also been really loving In Beauty's new serum. This is the refined serum. It has AHA, BHA, PHA. This has peptides in it. Glycolic and lactic acid are the AHAs. It just truly helps to kind of like get rid of stubborn congestion and keep my pores clear. And I definitely do best with an AHA and BHA blend. And my skin's very sensitive to glycolic acid, which has the smallest molecule size, meaning that it penetrates more deeply into the skin and can be more irritating. But I've had no irritation with this. I can use it, you know, pretty regularly. I use this about twice a week, usually on nights when I'm skipping my retinoid. So really been enjoying this, and definitely a pick for the Sephora sale if you're going to be shopping the April sale. I also have been really loving their Bright and Tight eye cream. It's not the most hydrating eye cream I've ever used, but I don't have super dry under eyes. I like to use like a heavier eye cream at night. I like this one because it has vitamin C, it has some tranexamic acid and peptides, so it's really going to help brighten the area. So I also like that this has like this pinky color that just kind of brightens the eye area. You can see it has like that peachy tone, and so it's just really nice. It looks nice under the eyes. It immediately kind of brightens, and it wears really well under any concealer or makeup. So really been enjoying that eye cream as well. And I also have been loving the Vanicream Vitamin C Serum. This is under $20. It has the most elegant texture though. It has tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate, which is a oil-soluble vitamin C derivative, and I find it's really effective on my skin, and this just melts into the skin, and I've never had any issues layering this with any other skincare, you know, having any issues pilling with makeup. Oftentimes I'll try new vitamin C serums and I won't change anything else, and then all of a sudden my makeup starts pilling. I've never had that. I just kind of mist my face, apply this, and it has a really lightweight gel cream kind of texture, and it just sinks into the skin beautifully. I feel like, you know, layering well with my other products and also being really affordable but also very elegant to use, that is a huge plus for me, and really been loving this. So I'm forever thankful to the Garsow Twins for bringing this one to my attention when it launched, and they love it as well. So check out their page if you don't already follow them. I love them. And I've also been using the Bioderma Sensibio Lait. This is their Soothing Makeup Remover Milk. Now this version, the Sensibio I think it's called, is not sold in the US. The Hydra Bio one is. That one has fragrance. This one is fragrance free. If you have dry skin and you don't like to cleanse your face in the morning with like a typical, you know, cream or gel cleanser with water, I just apply this to a cotton round and I wipe down my face, and I feel like this is so soothing and hydrating, and it starts off my, you know, my base skincare in the morning with like a hydrating, soothing layer. This also removes makeup incredibly well. I don't use it for that purpose because I usually just use their micellar water for that, but this also does work for makeup removal as well. I'll link below the sites that I use to kind of shop around for my different European favorites that have pretty quick shipping, are reliable websites. Their prices kind of like vary, but I shop around them depending on who has stock, because sometimes, you know, like this one will be out of stock somewhere, but I can usually get it at a different website. So I will put my favorite European retailers below. But yeah, I can't live without this one. I ordered 4 bottles of this, so I should be good for a while. When it comes to sunscreen, I've been obsessed with the Eucerin Age Defense with hyaluronic acid. I just filmed a review for this for Instagram that will probably go up the day after this goes up. And this is an SPF 50. It's quite hydrating. This is an all chemical sunscreen. I love this. It looks incredible under makeup. I never have any pilling. It's so affordable. It's like $14 for 2.5 ounces and it's available at the drugstore. So I got this at Target. I think it's available at other drugstores as well, but this is such an affordable, amazing option. It's never irritated my eyes, which is a huge thing with chemical sunscreens from the US. They normally can be very irritating. I have super sensitive eyes and I've never had an issue with this one. I think it's a total drugstore gem. They do have an oil control version of this that a lot of my oily skin friends love, so check that one out if you are more normal to oily. I prefer a dewy base and I'm quite dry right now, so I love this one. Violet recently sent me their new serum launch. It's the set here, and I had a major skin reactive issue like 2 weeks ago. I had like a windburn and then I used my Tazorac over that and my skin was really dry, red, irritated. So I used off the first couple days I was using the reactive skin serum, and then I, after 2 days, started using the Skin Barrier Rescue, and my skin immediately calmed down with the reactive serum and my skin was like totally back to normal in 4 days, which is really impressive. I'm still testing out the other serums, but so far I've been really impressed with this, and I love her moisturizer and the Boom Boom Milk. I love multitasking skincare. I think this set could be really nice for people who are like skincare kind of minimalist but want to have some different options. And I also like that these are small for travel. They're only half an ounce. I want to keep testing the other ones and I will do probably a full review once I get a chance. But really impressed with the two that I tried so far. So that's really exciting. And I have a couple of body care favorites. And now that it is spring and we're like almost getting to you know, pedicure season, I really love the Carousel foot treatment. So this has salicylic acid in it, and if you have cracked heels and just like really dry feet, use this for a few nights and I swear this will solve all of your problems. It's just like every dermatologist recommends this for a reason, and I've had incredible luck, and I have notoriously dry feet, and this has been a savior over the last couple of years. So just wanted to share that I've been, you know, back using this to get ready for, you know, sandal season, and really loving this one and wanted to point it out to y'all. So body wash wise, I picked up 2 Target body washes and I'm obsessed with this Harry's body wash. I love expensive smelling body care and fragrance, and so doesn't my husband. He's gotten a little too used to the Fleur in the bathroom, and a follower recommended I pick up this Cremo body wash in the scent Palo Santo, and I have to say I love the scent of this. It's actually, to me, smells a lot like Santal, but this, like the texture of this one is a thick gel. It actually feels very similar to the Frenchie body wash, so I really like that this is like thick and you need very little of it to make like a really nice lather. This one's much thinner and I find it to be less hydrating, and you need more to kind of make a lather, and it's like a hair more expensive. I think this one was $9.99 for 16 ounces and this was $7.99 for 16 ounces. So I would say unless you're, you know, like obsessed with the scent of this, I would actually skip this one and just stick with the Fig. We're definitely going to be buying the jumbo size of this one because I think we're already, you know, down to the very bottom of this one. But my husband and I have been, you know, really happy with drugstore scents and how fantastic they are for the price. So definitely check these out if you like drugstore body care. I saw that this Splash Salve in shower moisture treatment was launching at Sephora. I posted about it and the brand kindly sent it over, and as you can see, I've dug quite a bit into this. Now the first night that I used this, I essentially was like, oh, it's kind of crumbly. It's kind of like hard to, you know, hold in your hand and then apply to your body. But I think it was because it was quite cold, because it had just come in the mail and then I, you know, was taking a night shower. Essentially what this is a nourishing water activated treatment that restores lost lipids to repair, nourish, and soothe the skin. So it's basically like a body balm. And the thing about body balms and shower oils and stuff, you can apply them in the shower, like while the shower's running and wet, and, you know, just work it into the skin, and you'll see that the water will start to kind of like repel off of your skin. And I actually find that when this is in my shower and I get even like a little bit of hot water in it, or just like hold it under the hot water, it warms up. I stick my finger in, and you need the tiniest amount, like per limb. So I feel like this has lasted me like a solid month and I'm not even halfway through this. So I'm I'm really, really impressed by this. I like the packaging, the screw-on packaging, but it's like aluminum or plastic, so I don't feel like I'm gonna break this in the shower. And so I've just been really, really loving this. I have to apply my body oils and stuff in the shower. The second I turn off the shower, like, I'm done. I have to, you know, put clothes on. I hate being cold. And so I just am not a lotion person in the winter. So yeah, really, really loving this one and wanted to share an update because I know a lot of people were curious about this. Definitely pick this up in the Sephora sale if that sounds like something you would be into. And I just realized I have one more skincare thing that I just forgot about. CA Balm, the After Balm. It's their Moisture Barrier Recovery Cream. I have fallen in love with this over the past month, and I think it's so affordable. Again, they're now at Sephora, which is really cool. And I always hated wanting something from the Glossier website, but only wanting one thing and not reaching the shipping minimum. So I waited until they came to Sephora. And as you can see, I've, you know, like barely made a dent in this, but I've been using it a ton. A little goes a really long way. I mean, you really need barely any of this. It's a really thick, like almost ointment feeling, but it melts into the skin and you can still feel it on your skin in the morning. If you are really dry and you're looking for something to kind of like really last all night, lock in moisture so you wake up to really hydrated skin, this is great. It has no fragrance. It's just, yeah, it's really nice. And I actually like really love this little packaging. So really, really impressed with this. So I've been diving a little bit more into drugstore makeup, and I've mostly been like, I love drugstore skincare and stuff, but I haven't dived as much into the makeup realm, but really wanted to try out some things that everyone's kind of been talking about. So I've been talking nonstop about these two, which I really, really like, and I'm probably gonna film like a reel to break them down. I definitely prefer this one because it has a better shade match for me. But I feel like I might like this one a bit more, you know, come summer because it's a hair darker and a little bit more glowier. These have been fantastic, but I have to tell you what I've really fallen in love with is the NYX Bear With Me concealer serum, and I wear this in the lightest shade right now, but I'll probably go up one in the summer. But this is incredible. One pump of this covers my entire face, and because it's like a serum concealer, I find you need very, very little to kind of just buff it out where you need it. It just helps to even my skin tone, and it's beautiful everywhere, like under the eyes, but also all over the face. I can't believe how good this is, and I know everyone's been talking about it forever, but I think I didn't understand it. I was like, why is this concealer in a pump? And now I'm like, I get it, because I can't imagine ever not having this in my collection because it's just like the perfect base and it's so affordable. It's like $11 or something. So I've been blown away by this, and a lot of people DM'd me on Instagram like, yeah girl, I've been using that forever and it's like the best base. And I totally get it. And I've actually been using equal parts of the In Beauty face glaze with this to even sheer it out a little bit more. So it's like, you know, less of like medium to full coverage to more sheer coverage, just to like make it a little bit more glowier and sheer, which is my preference. But I'm super, super impressed with this, and I'll probably never stop talking about it. I need to film a reel again and a YouTube short to just like show you how I wear it every day. And actually I've been thinking about filming a reel of like my current kind of everyday makeup for spring. So I'll probably do that soon, and you will see this as the star slash guest for that. But yeah, it's so good, and I can't believe I waited this long to try it. There are so many times that happens in beauty where I'm just like, that doesn't really appeal to me, and then down the road I see someone use a product in a different way that I have never seen it used before, and I'm like, oh, that looks amazing, you know, as this, you know, because I like don't wear a ton of concealer. I typically like to spot conceal. I'm not like big with concealer under the eyes. And so I love the idea though of having something so compact like this to travel with, but still be able to do like a full face if I want to. So versatile. I'm very deep into my sparkly eyeshadow phase. I mean, I've been in this phase for a while, but I've just, you know, I love sparkly shadow. It just brightens my day every day. And Phytosurgence had their Crystal Constellation collection launch in the past month, and I picked up all 4 shades, and I love all 4 of them, and I I could see myself wearing all of them all the time. But the two that I've been reaching for the most is Lunar Lightwave, which I love is just like a sheer kind of like topper. It looks good over every eyeshadow. And then today I'm wearing the Starlight Symphony, which has like more of a beige and it's neutral, which I love because everything pulls warm and peachy on me, which I don't always want that, you know what I mean? So I just love that this like is a neutral beige, but it has some like gold and silver kind of like specks in it. It's just so stunning. I just can't get over this collection. It's easily my favorite of Phytosurgence's launches ever. So good. You have to check it out. And they've been selling out but then bringing stuff back in stock, so sign up for their newsletter and for updates on stuff. And I also finally got my hands on the Pillow Talk Hypnotizing Pop Shot in Ultra Violet. In case you are new here, I'm kind of deep into my like pink and purple phase, and I've just been loving this one. I talked last month about loving the violet, you know, like purpley one as like an eyeshadow and also as an eyeliner. This is so good. Just like one swipe looks amazing, and I'm going to Taylor Swift in May, so I've been kind of like playing around with different purpley and like fun pink eye looks, and so I have no regrets for picking this one up when it came back in stock because I think these are limited edition, so I really wanted to have this one in my collection and I've been reaching for it a ton, so no regrets. As a lot of you guys know, I'm deep into my lip liner era. I've been testing out tons of formulas. I feel like I found a lot of gems, and so I want to film a whole video on this because there are some incredible and affordable formulas out there and a lot of misses too, but I feel like I found some serious gems. The first one that I've really been loving, I filmed a reel and I have a YouTube short with this. It's the Dior Brown Fig. TikTok totally influenced me to buy this. The formula is incredible. It's creamy and glides on, but once it sets, you cannot get it off. It's like straight up waterproof, and I've been blown away. Everything everyone said on TikTok was totally true. This lives up to the hype. And it's a brown, but it has like some pink and some coolness in it that looks really natural. A lot of browns pull so warm and look really unnatural on my really fair neutral skin. So I've been really loving this one. I feel like it's the perfect brown liner. If you have a similar skin tone to me, or like maybe even run a hair cool, this could be incredible on you. But I've actually seen it more on people with like medium to tan and deeper skin, and it looks amazing on them too. So yeah, check that one out and check out my YouTube short if you haven't seen it. And then I've also fallen in love with the Chanel Pivoine, which is 164. And this one my friend sent to me from Canada because it seems like it's been sold out everywhere in the US and Europe. And this is the perfect mauve lip pencil. It's beautiful. I love Chanel's lip liner formula. Maybe not as much as Dior, like a hair less, but it's still fantastic. I've also fallen in love with the Sephora formula. This is the Rouge Gel Lip Liner. I got the shade the Nudist, and I have another shade that I kind of have recently fallen in love with this week. But this shade is, I don't own anything else like it, and I need to film some content with it. But it's truly like this stunning brownie pink, but it's really light and it kind of works as like a contour if you're really fair, and it's just really beautiful. And another formula that I've been, you know, like really impressed with is the Bare Minerals Mineralist Lip Liner in the shade Blissful Blush. This is so creamy that it's so comfortable all over the lips. I love this as a lip color, and so I've been doing it all over the lips and wearing like a gloss on top, and that's it. And everyone stops me to ask me what's on my lips. And Kristen S actually DM'd me and said, "What is that? I have to go buy it." And she went and bought it immediately. Look at how pretty that pink is. I think it's quite a neutral pink, maybe leaning a hair warm, but it's so flattering on so many people. And again, I feel like this is one I've seen on TikTok before too, and everyone seems to be loving it there. And I've also been dying to pick up the Chanel gloss for like over a year. It's been out of stock in the shade Rose Nave. So Michelle Wong posted in a like 2019 video that this gloss just gives like a sheer pink wash of color, and everyone would stop her and ask her if she got lip filler when she got it. My friend Nicolette said the same thing, and she was like, "It's amazing, you have to get it." I've been stalking Chanel's website and Ulta for like a solid year. I've been calling counters, asked everyone, you know, like, when is this coming back in stock? And I guess they had some major supply chain issues. So when I saw like 3 weeks ago it was back on Ulta. I was like, should I keep this because I don't want it to sell out again, but it's stunning, and I will link the reel below where I'm trying it on. But this is beautiful, beautiful, and I feel like I need to buy a backup while it's still in stock because it's so good, and I can't live my life without it anymore, I don't think. The other thing that I've been loving from this past month, and that really surprised me because I think Kaja has like some great formulas, but their packaging comes off very cutesy, like Claire's. Like my 7-year-old niece is like, ooh, I want that. I love these. You don't obviously have to add this on. My only complaint is they don't have the names on the outside of these packaging, but I do just like really love this formula. I know everyone's right now is talking about the Rare Beauty formula, and I feel like that's going to be a favorite for April, but these are a beautiful formula that feels like jelly and plush on the lips, and you can kind of like blur them out, and I feel like they have more brown tones than what Rare Beauty launched. So if you like more like berry brown, like peachy kind of nudes, this was really the only like pinky one in the whole Kaja lineup, but I think these are fantastic. They're not drying. They, you know, like once the jelly portion kind of goes away, you're left with a really beautiful stain. And yeah, I feel like these are underrated, and I feel like more people would really like these if they could get past the packaging, because I don't care as much about the packaging, but I did get a lot of DMs like I never would have checked these out just because of the packaging. Definitely feel like I just non-stop talked at you for that entire time, that 20 plus minutes. So I'm going to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you loved this past month, and I'm hoping to get back into a better rhythm of filming now that my taxes are done and I had a bunch of big projects wrap up. So excited to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely like this video and subscribe if you enjoyed my content, and I will see you in the next video.